Hi, I'm Kerry Kirkham, and you are sipping with the Wine Fox. With me today is 2015 Hilary Goldschmidt, Charming Creek Cabernet Sauvignon from Oakville, Napa, California. Now, one thing that's interesting is that I haven't been feeling well lately, so I've been home resting, and for several days now, and I sleep between I don't know, 14 to 10 hours a day, and I rest all day, and I just have been feeling terrible. So as a result, I haven't been drinking any wine or spirits. And one thing I've noticed that, and I think this is related, is that my sense of smell and taste has been heightened. I really notice everything, every scent that goes by, every taste in my mouth, much more heightened. And I think that has a lot to do with the fact that all of my senses are dulled, except for that. And that goes into the world of organoleptics. And organoleptics is sight, taste, smell, and feel of a wine. And I did not know that word until I was an apprentice winemaker, and I was doing bench trials of blending with my master winemaker, and he said, I need your organoleptic notes on this. So it's kind of an interesting thing. I don't feel well, but really, I'm noticing things a lot more from the smell and sight and everything, because everything is just so toned down. So let's talk about the wine. Oh, okay. One thing I do want to talk about is the winemaker's name is Nick Goldschmidt, and he named this wine after one of his three daughters. And he has a very hands-on approach to winemaking. He's very much involved with how the grapes are grown, how the wine is made. But one thing I love are his tech sheets. If you go to his website and look up the tech sheet on any wine, it is like winemaker pornography. You know every step of the way of how the wine came into being, from how the grapes were trellised, what the soil type is like. I mean, it's just amazing. I love it. It tells the complete story from start to finish on how the wine was made. Really cool. So if you're into process, go to Nick's website and look up the tech sheets on the wines that you're drinking, and it's just phenomenal. So I will say this is 100% Cabernet Sauvignon. It is on 1103 Paulson rootstock. Now, why should you care about rootstock? It actually matters, believe it or not. And I didn't think it did. I kind of poo-pooed it until I went to Navarro Winery and tasted Pinot Noir, the same clone on 3 different rootstocks. And there were noticeable differences. So rootstock actually does matter. I will say that the clone, cab clone, is clone 7. And so the vines come, well, now they're 40 years old, but when this was harvested, the vines were 35 years old. So that's pretty cool. Aged 20 months in 100% French oak, 25% of which was new, 75% was between 2 and 3-year-old oak barrels. Full malolactic fermentation, no fining, no filtering. And you know why that is? Because the winemaker knows what he's doing and he got it right the first time. I love to see that in a tech sheet. Really get a sense of place. I'm sorry. I'm going out of turn because I love this wine and I'm feeling out of sorts. Okay, so on the nose, I get summer blackberry. I get plums, a little bit of brown sugar, rosemary, maybe some kind of a tea. Okay. On the palate, full body. Dark plum. Licorice really comes into play beautifully. and some kind of exotic black tea, but not just any black tea, like a Fortnum and Mason black tea. Absolutely beautiful. My cat's scratching to come in. Just let her in. I get some little bit of dried herbs, again with the rosemary. Beautiful acidity. The tannins are very fine grained and plush and sophisticated. Just this is a very elegant cab. Fantastic aromatics. This is a beautiful wine, and it's in the 40-ish dollar range, maybe 50. But I've had wines that cost twice as much, not taste half as good as this. This is beautiful, and that's the value of Goldschmidt wines, and I've seen it time and time again. They over-deliver for their price point. Nick is a really no-nonsense sort of guy, and he makes wines for us. And by us, I mean people who make wine and people who appreciate wine, but don't want to pay for some kind of fancy label or some media hype. They just want to sit down with a really well-crafted wine and enjoy it. And it's just such an egalitarian approach to winemaking, to not charge massive amounts for quality wines. This is absolutely beautiful. Look at that color. Beautiful color. Oh. I had this with cottage pie, which is like British shepherd's pie but made with beef. Great pairing. Absolutely beautiful. Again, that is 2015 Hilary Goldschmidt Charming Creek Cabernet Sauvignon Oakville. Perhaps one of my favorite Napa cabs. Phenomenal. And to that, I say cheers and carpe uvum.